Hey y'all, it's Dr. Melanie Petro, and I had an idea to show you. It's not really something I want to do, but I think it will be fabulous. I get tired of seeing results that people think Botox or say are Botox, and they're not. It's just, I mean, it's different things. It's either a bad facelift or the way something was injected. So I think there's a lot of confusion as to what does Botox actually do. So a great way to show you is to do half my face, which I'm going to do in spite of myself. So, because I don't want to look that way. But more than I don't want to look that way, I want to show you what it's like. So first, when you furrow, and it's been a long time since I've done this, this is a muscle called procerus. And then these are two others, and mine kind of comes out far. This is my corrugator. So it makes, the corrugator makes this little line. So you can see automatically they're not, I hate doing that. That's awful looking. But they're not symmetric. So one brow is a little lower, and so there's a little extra point. I'll go down that. But that's as much as, I mean, that's just as much as I can do. I haven't had Botox in probably 6 months. Then when I raise my brows, I mix it up very tight. Now, some people like to draw what's called a cat eye and not touch this. It's not really a cat eye, that's more of a pig ear, but you see what I mean? So then when I smile and this comes down, that's a little, you can lift your brow with that. It's also, there's a lot to do with how deep is your injection going to be. And that is really determined by what you're trying to do and where you are on the face. So I've never injected in the same places. On different people, it's always different. So the forehead is the only muscle that raises the brow. So everything else pulls it down. So if this pulls it down, then I weaken this. It's going to go up as long as I leave some muscle in my forehead. I need something that's going to pull. So when I smile and this pulls down, I wish it pulled down more because I could get more of a lift. Now, the closer I come, the more I'm going to get that line, but I may have a little dry eye. Totally worth it to me. I'll use a drop. I like it right where I like it. When I squint my nose up, I have a touch of a bunny line, probably not enough to make my nose any narrower, or I would be the first to treat it. Then the neck. I'm definitely doing my neck. Well, I don't know how to make it. So I'm going to cinch that a touch, and that will definitely tighten it and make it look a lot better. A lip flip is kind of not great for me because when I smile, I had this silly line. I've tried to do that. Oh. Only got a perfect angle. But I've made it uneven, and I did make my sister, well, I didn't make my sister's uneven, but it was one time. That was fun. So those are the points of what I'm going to try to do. I do think the arrows are really important because I'm not sure if these come off, but I really liked the colors. So I may just look like a bad Halloween idea, probably. So, it's going to take a minute. They are not toxic. That's my little lesson on where to inject. I'm actually going to have to wipe this off and come back and show you what it's like as I inject one side of my face. I don't draw dots on people. I would love to because I think it looks really cool. But I don't want to push any kind of ink in people. People are very sensitive. I'm just drawing it to show you. Now in the neck, it's really cool. I've also done my trapezius, which is this muscle. And when you do it, you can actually, when you get your trapezius, then you let this relax and it makes your neck look longer. People with long necks are really pretty, but they really get upset when they age because that people have always loved their necks. It's kind of like people with really pretty eyes. When they start to age, it's worse. So I'm glad I don't have either of those personally. This is how Botox comes. So it comes in a, I don't know how to show, okay, it comes in 100 vial. There's 100 units in this. And so I'm going to mix it up. You have to, it comes as a powder. Can you see that? So it's a powder. It's not a liquid. So you have to add something to it to make it usable and to make it in a form that you can inject. It's called reconstituting. You're basically reconstituting. Some people say, oh, so-and-so dilutes their Botox. Well, somebody's not diluting it or reconstituting it. You didn't get any because it comes as a powder. People do it to varying degrees based on how they're comfortable. I don't really know that it matters, except I do think it's more specific in certain ways. So this is 1 cc. I don't know why I'm getting palm trees in the back, but it's really nice. I actually really like it. I've got 1 cc of, I must have pushed green screen, but then it was a white screen. So this is 1 cc of bacteriostatic saline. Sometimes people don't use bacteriostatic saline, and if they don't, it burns. You always want to make sure that it goes in on its own because that means the seal isn't broken. I like to use a top, love that. I like to use a top, a decapper. I'm going to swish it a little bit, real gently. I'm going to take the top off and draw it up. I'm trying to decide which side of my face I'm going to do. I've never done this. I'm doing it out of frustration with seeing people say, oh, that was Botox. Because it wasn't. Okay, so this is 1:1. So this would be a 20 units. It was a green screen. So you can see now that's gone. So I'm going to start and do this half of my forehead. I'm going to start right here. So where that is, really need to learn to use my left hand. So it takes just a few units there. I'm cleaning it off even though it's my, my hand's my head. I'm not going by my brow. You can't always go by the brow. Okay, so now, sorry, I got. I'm leaving this side, which I'm telling you, it's going to feel really, really weird, but that's okay. I want you to see what it does. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm pulling my skin back a little, trying to avoid. Okay, so that was about 20 units, which is half what I would normally do. And now I'm going to do half my neck. It's going to be weird. I am not going to like it. But I really, if I could change one thing about the world, it would be that people told the truth. And since I can't change that, I'm going to show you what it does. Because a picture's worth 1,000 words. So I'm looking at this. I'm going to go real superficial. A lot of people will tell you the neck doesn't work. It's just a dirty lie. Because not everybody wants a neck lift. It doesn't. I'm not saying people have to have anything they don't want. But I don't think they should think it doesn't work. Now, maybe y'all all say, you know, I wouldn't want that. It doesn't work good enough for me, and that's fine. I just think you should see it, and I think that's only fair. And I'm out to get rid of all the scoundrels in the world. And I'm really due for some karma, so it should be coming up soon, some good karma. So then I'm expecting this to get tighter, this to lift a little, these crow's feet to get better, and this to cinch up a little, and this side of my neck to look better. And it's going to be great. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. And I will be back in a few days to catch you up and let you know how it goes. Do we have any questions, Jordan, that you see? She ain't looking. That's okay. Let's see. All right, well, y'all let me know if you have any or think of anything. I hope you have a great day.